Hello, this is a brief presentation on the World Trade Organisation's dispute involving Canada and Australia regarding the measures governing the sale of wine. Here are the facts surrounding the dispute between Australia and Canada. On the 12th of January 2018, Australia requested consultations with the Canadian government regarding its concerns. Australia claimed that the measures used by the Canadian government and some of its provinces appeared to be inconsistent with Articles 3, 17 and 24 of the GATT 1994. Australia said that it appears that a range of distribution, licensing and sales measures, such as product markups, market access and listing policies, as well as duties and taxes on wine applied at the federal and provincial level, may discriminate either directly or indirectly against imported wine. It is claimed that these four provinces place strict conditions on imported wines being sold in grocery stores, but allowed their own wines to be sold on a wider scale, including direct delivery to consumers and licensed establishments, as well as supplier competitions. Whilst British Columbia and Nova Scotia also had different markups and markdowns, fees, taxes and price bands for their own wines compared to imported. Canada imposes a federal excise duty on wine packaged in Canada under Section 135 of the Federal Excise Act. Wines containing inputs of non-Canadian origin are subject to duty, whilst 100% Canadian wine attracts no duty and is exempt. Finally, it should be noted in April 2019 that both the parties reached an agreement with respect to the measures in British Columbia, and as a result, Australia will not proceed with this aspect of the claim. However, on the 26th of September 2019, the WTO established a panel to review the rest of Australia's claim. It should also be noted that 15 other member states also joined the complaint as third parties, as they agreed with Australia's claim against Canada, as Canada's measures were also having an impact on them. Now that we've had a brief look at the facts, let's analyse part of Australia's claim in more detail. As previously mentioned, Australia claimed that Canada had higher tax on imported wines compared to domestic wines, and they claimed that this breached Article 3.2 of the GATT, which prohibits discriminatory internal taxes and charges. They done this through Canada exempting packaged wine produced from 100% Canadian ingredients from federal excise duty. The legal test for Article 3.2 consists of three elements: whether the measure is an internal tax or other internal charge applied directly or indirectly to products, whether the imported and domestic products are like products, and whether imported products are taxed in excess of like domestic products. In relation to element 1, I'd say that this has been met, as an excise duty is considered an internal tax, and the packaging occurred within Canada, which is an internal event. It should be noted that Canada is actually not disputing this element. In relation to element 2, we will look at this a little bit further shortly. Regarding element 3, I would say this has also been met because in the Japan Alcoholic Beverages 2 case, the panel there said that taxes needed to be at least identical or better tax treatment for imported products in order to not be excess. It is clear here that Canada is receiving the better tax treatment. Going back to element 2, like products, there are 4 traditional criteria to assess likeness. However, they are not relevant in this case. Why is that? In the past, panels have said where the measure at issue discriminates between products exclusively on the basis of origin, likeliness is presumed. Canada does not dispute Australia's case in relation to the elements. However, its counter-argument is that Australia must show that the measures it has challenged has an economic impact on the conditions of competition. This is not even a requirement of Article 3, but something that Canada wants the panel to consider as a test. So where to now? All of the evidence has been presented to the panel for them to review and to make a final determination. So I will give you a brief summary and give you my determination. In summary, Australia's case addressed all the elements of Article 3.2. Canada did not dispute Australia's case to these elements. 15 other member states agreed with Australia's claim and joined the complaint. Australia referred to previous panel and the appellant body's interpretations. Canada's counter-argument does not align with the elements, and if Canada's test is used, it may broaden Article 3 and require the elements to be altered. Therefore, my determination is that Canada is in breach of Article 3.2. To conclude, imported wines may become more competitive, which would help to grow the imported wine industry, whilst domestic wine may decrease in sales, resulting in less profit for domestic wine producers. However, Australia is fine with Canada growing its domestic wine industry as long as it complies with its legal requirements. There were also concerns that Australia only made this complaint as Canada was looking to pull out of the TPP. However, Australia and Canada have always had strong relations and similarities due to us both belonging to the Commonwealth. Therefore, I don't believe this dispute will cause major implications between the two countries. Thank you.